What's up, everybody? It's your boy Magic here of RacingNews.com with another edition of Dr. Miranda Previews. And with me, as always, is my guest host, Dr. Miranda. How are you today?
I'm doing great. I'm actually wearing black today for my funeral, maybe at Racing Dudes after these picks. I don't do very good at Kentucky Downs, so we're just going to roll the dice.
Yeah, Kentucky Downs is always tough, but you know what? It's a fun track because, first of all, they have extremely low takeout for all of their multi-race wagers, which we love. We covered the Magic Mike show. We covered the Saturday late pick four sequence. You're taking a look at the final race on Sunday, which is the $400,000 Music City Stakes. These are 3-year-old fillies going 6.5 furlongs on this very odd turf course. The favorite's going to be Kamari. We're assuming she's going to run in this race and not in the race on Saturday. We're recording this on Friday. She's your 3-1 favorite, but I mean, this is a really tough field. That a lot of times at Kentucky Downs, you know this, that they allow 12 horses to run, but you have as many as 16 that try and enter. So it really makes this a very difficult race. It's fun, but it's a very difficult race to handicap.
Yep. So where do I start? You know, Kentucky Downs has been very tricky. And just for people watching this, I texted Magic yesterday and was like, Kentucky Downs is so tough. And the response I got back from was, it is not tough at all. Mike hit a pick 4 with no problem. And then so I hadn't watched the podcast
Sure.
or anything. So I started freaking out. So I immediately messaged Mike and I was like, what do I need to do? Like Magic said, you hit the pick 4. He was like, yeah, I hit the pick 4. It was the only 4 races I got right. So I got a couple of angles for Mike. So I feel like 10% better about this, just a little bit. So the 2 main angles I'm going to look at going at this is, did they perform well at the mile? Because at 6.5 furlongs on this track is kind of like the same thing. And also, did they ever win here before? Because that's a big thing. And did you say you think Kamari is going to race in this race or Saturday's race?
I think she's going to be in this one.
Okay, perfect. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and put her on top because she's just a great horse. I think she outclasses this field. But what I'm going to talk about are all the ones underneath her. So I'm going to throw her in all the exotics on top. The ones underneath her I do like is Enola. She won last September at this length here. She has Julian Leparoux, who is at 14% this meet actually right now. She's lightly raced. And the last time out, she was against horses that were a little bit too good for her. And it was just the distance was too far. And she does well at a mile races. So I think she's well prepped for this. And the other horse that I'm going to put underneath her that I think's almost equal with her is Finite. Now, this horse also won last year at Kentucky Downs. And if a horse can win here, I think it can win here again. It's cutting back. She's gone 5 for 6 since her last race at Kentucky Downs. But the only problem I have is that she hasn't raced on the turf since Kentucky Downs. She's raced all on the dirt. She's gone against Swiss Skydiver and actually beat her. But I don't think that she's going to win this because you do have the other 2 horses, Kamari, and you have Enola. But the fun part is I'm going to talk about the horses underneath that you can put in your superfectas and trifectas. I just put this on a dartboard. I threw a dart at it, and this is how I came up with these horses. Some long shots underneath is I like the number 3 horse, Mom's Red Lipstick, who won last time out at the mile on the turf. She has some good late speed, so that can help a lot here at Kentucky Downs. Another long shot that I like is a number 11, Miss J. McKay, who's finished top 3 in all 7 of her starts. Another thing is Tyler Gaffleon is on her, and he's on fire right now at Kentucky Downs. He's at top of the leaderboard. So I think this horse has actually a good chance to upset the field a little bit. So with my tickets, what we're going to do is we're going to do an exacta box with Enola, Finite, and Kamari. Now, in the trifecta and superfectas, we're going to get a little bit more with that. We're going to go Enola, Finite, Kamari, Mom's Red Lipstick, and Miss J. McKay. Now, it's going to be a little bit more expensive just because, but if we get these prices across, the payout's going to be a whole lot better. And then in the superfecta, we're going to do the same 5 horses, and hopefully we can get a price. We'll see how Kentucky Downs does.
Even when at Kentucky Downs, even if you do have a favorite winner race, you're usually getting a horse that's 15, 20, 30 to 1, second place, third place. So even if you have a horse like Kamari, who is probably going to be less than 3 to 1 when she goes off, you have so many horses here that have good prices that they could definitely come in underneath. Finite's a great pick. I think she's the last horse before She Dares the Devil to have beaten Swiss Skydiver. So she's got that out going for her too. The one knock that some people have, like my podcast co-host, is that Steve Asmussen isn't that great on turf, but he does have a 16% rate. So it sounds like you're not that concerned about Finite. And like you mentioned, Dr. Miranda, she does have the win over the course, which is very big with Kentucky Downs races.
Exactly. That's why I think fighting for second, Finite and Enola Gay are going to be neck and neck. But who knows what's going to happen until Sunday happens. I mean, who knows?
Well, with lots of action at Kentucky Downs Sunday, that ends with the Music City Stakes, but all sorts of action Saturday and Sunday. Go to racenews.com, check out all of the race previews. The recaps will be there as well. Make sure you check out the Magic Mike Show. We covered the Saturday late pick 4 sequence. Dr. Miranda, thank you so much for joining me. As always, tell people where they can find you for all of your thoughts and picks.
At Miranda Bungie.
Perfect. Until next week, we'll see you next time.